Hello, everyone. This is Philosopher King 2.0. I'd like to first thank the 16 viewers that I had on my last video and the 2 likes. Thank you very much. If we're going to be able to take this channel anywhere, I'm going to need your help. If you could share and spread the word, join my Telegram channel, find me on X, that would be great. The links to those things are all in the description. Speaking of Telegram, I am live streaming this on Telegram. In fact, I forgot to start the recording again. Let's get that going. Start recording. Also record video. Yes. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so I'm live streaming on Telegram as well. You know what? Why don't we go over to Twitter? The last time I tried to do this, it would not let me start a room on this. Let's see what I can do here. Sorry, guys. Uh, they got to put up with this, but I'm a one-man show. And it is what it is. And you can always just fast forward it, right? All right, give me my link. Give me my share link. Gee whiz. Where the heck is it? It's usually here. I know, this is ridiculous. Okay, found it. Stupid, but Lord Almighty. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, as I was saying, now that we're almost 3 minutes into this nightmare, I won't take too long to see if I can figure out how to get the spaces going again. Actually, it looks like it's going to let me do it. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. So if I see anybody, jump on here on Twitter, so now I got pretty much everything going here. I got my X, I got my Telegram, I got my YouTube. You can't shut me up. I probably should have put this in a different room so that, because how am I going to be able to see it while I'm scrolling around? Okay, so man, that was a lot of crap. I apologize, but again, you can just fast forward. So before I get into the crypto stuff, I wanted to touch on current events because this is something I've been really worried about, and I feel like if I don't share my perspective, then I'll feel bad because maybe someone will take it seriously. But my guess is, to be perfectly honest, that most of the people who are worried about these things or know that should be worried about these things, They almost don't need me anymore. They almost don't need anyone anymore. Uh, People who are awake. I'm not saying woke. People who are awake know the trouble that we're in, um, and they know how fragile the world is. But there were a couple developments. I mean, things have been crazy, right? The stuff in Israel is just going off the wall. They keep killing all the Hezbollah leaders before they can even do anything. Um, Israel has not yet retaliated for the missile strike by Iran, so that's sitting out there. Um, Things seem to be pretty slow in Russia with Ukraine right now, and here's my concern. Um, I think that a lot of these escalations have not yet occurred because really the whole world is wondering who's going to win the U.S. presidential election, and I think that everyone except for maybe Israel wants to see that sorted out before they make their next big move. And maybe Israel doesn't qualify for that either because they're raining down holy hell, and maybe they're not going to wait for the president before they retaliate. I don't know, but certainly China is. They have made some very serious threats around Taiwan. They actually surrounded Taiwan last week, I think, and did some major war games around it, some military drills. So everyone's waiting. And here's the thing that has me kind of hung up a little bit. Because remember that in the United States, there's a couple months, almost 3 months between the election and the inauguration when the new president takes office. And there will be a new president, right? Somebody will be the new president. So that's 3 months. That's where the newly elected person is not able to do anything, and they're just stuck with Biden, right? So in other words, not only are these countries waiting to see what president they're going to have to deal with, um, I don't think they want to impact the election themselves either. Like I'm sure they all have their preferences on who they want to win. Putin's already said that he wants Kamala to win, for example. I'm sure they all do. But on the other hand, they don't want to necessarily do something that will be misperceived as election interference or whatever and backfire on them or whatever. So I think they're waiting. But once the wait is over, no matter who the new elect is, they've got about 3 months to do whatever they want before that new president comes in. And what they're going to want to do in that time, I don't know. Uh, like I've been trying to war game this out in my mind. What does Russia do if Trump is elected, which is it looks like he's likely going to be elected, and Trump's not going to be in office for 3 months almost, right? So he's got a couple months to play. So does he wait even longer because he thinks he can work with Trump? That Trump will help bring an end that is satisfactory for him. The Ukrainians won't like it, but I think Russia has been playing nice. Like they could have brought this to an end a long time ago. I think they've been stalling this out for a while now. I don't know. I just don't know. Um, and it's not just them, right? It's China with Taiwan. It's Israel with Iran. So you've got a lot of things moving around here. Uh, Everyone's doing his calculations, and I don't have the information that I need to pull things together. But here's one thing that I am pretty convinced of. If they decide, if somebody decides to take an action before the next president is able to do anything, taking advantage of the lame duck Biden, then anything that's very serious, and I'm thinking this especially of China here, but it's not necessarily just them either. They might need to get the United States to sit out. So this could be a hacking of the electrical grid, uh, something to just give us something else to think about and deal with. It could be another assassination attempt, which maybe they're behind. We know that Iran is trying to kill Trump. Um, there's a lot of variables, a lot of things that could happen, and they might just want to put us in the corner where we can't do anything so they can have a free hand. And they might feel that they have to, because even though Biden's a lame duck, that works both ways. He's a lame duck in either direction. If he wants to over retaliate in some way, he doesn't have to worry about political capital quite nearly as much as other people might. So I don't know. I'm nervous. I would make sure that you have all of your ammo and your weaponry ready. Make sure that you have your water and food ready. Make sure you have fresh batteries, or however you handle your um, power outage. If there's a hacking of the power grid, some whatever, um, you should have those things anyway. And this time in history is a good time to be thinking that if you're not ready, you should be getting ready, because anything could happen, and I could go in and talk a lot about that. But let's get going on the meme coin stuff. People are going to start fast forwarding here. So let's see here. Let's go to this first. No, let's not do that first. Let's go to this one first. So this is Dex Screener. This is a major exchange for buying and selling and tracking meme coins, and this is their list of newly released meme coins. Now, if you're watching this, I'm assuming that you know something about meme coins. I'm not trying to do an introduction to meme coins here. I'm talking to people, at least in this video, who have at least some basic understanding and interaction with meme coins. Probably you own some, and we're just gonna run with that understanding. So you probably already know what Dex Screener is, but here's what I want you to notice on here. Let me help you out here. What is the 24-hour volume of these meme coins? These are just the last 24 hours. I think it's just the newly listed ones, as near as I can tell. It's $1.2 billion as volume. So, the same dollar could be going back and forth several times, and probably is. Um, that's a lot of money for people to be throwing into, like absolutely worthless coins. Yeah, I mean, you have to know that almost all of these are like junk even has more value than these things. Let's just pick one, and then we'll do a rug check on it. We'll just let's see here. This top one here, 23 million in volume. It's only 7 hours old. Let's see what we got here. Okay. It's a lot of volume. How many million? See, where was it? 23 million in volume for something that's only 7 hours old. Let's get the address here and look it up. Oh, it looks like they. Oh wait, they're on Twitter and Telegram. So let's just check out their Twitter account real quick. Oops, 245 followers. Oh, they've done they're doing the pump thing. All right, well, I'm still going to throw it into the rug check. I think I have it up over here. Maybe this wasn't a good idea for one to just sort of grab. Okay. Okay, this one actually says that it's pretty good. Market cap 0, liquidity 57. Yeah, but notably, I noticed it doesn't. It's got nothing going for it. Like it's just nothing. Let's go back to the Twitter page. I want to sit here and keep browsing around and stuff. Here we go. Reality is optional. We chose cubes. I mean, it's nothing. And so my point is, they're all nothing. It's tragic. So people are spending money on something that is nothing. Now, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't do this, but obviously, at some point, it has to get to a point where people don't have $1 billion anymore to just be thrown into something that's nothing. And so the question that comes to my mind is, where is this money coming from? And I'll show you where it is. This is all a function of this national debt and our interest rate, because we've got so much money just flying around. So many dollars have been printed that people can't find enough places to put their money. Even the ultra rich, they're not buying crypto. Um, Possibly some of them got ultra rich by buying crypto at the beginning. But like people like Bill Gates, they're buying real estate because there's nothing else to buy. They have all the money in the stock market they can possibly get in there, and they don't want to put any more risk in the stock market. And so they're buying farmland for no reason whatsoever. And so that's what we have going on with the meme coins and crypto. And it's the problem that's at the bottom of all the cryptos. How many cryptocurrencies can you think of that actually have some kind of tangible basis behind them? Uh, Bitcoin defenders will make their defense, but what is there besides math? What? The only one that I'm aware of is the one that I promote so far on this channel. They don't sponsor me. I do have a referral link. It's Kinesis. They've basically found a way to tokenize gold and silver. So for every dollar for every ounce of gold or silver, they issue a certain amount of digital tokens, and you can allegedly, according to their documentation, I haven't found this out for myself yet, you could even claim that gold if you wanted. So apart from that, what is there? What is there that's tangible? And this is, I think, going to be the ultimate. This is the ultimate test. This is where the cryptocurrency needs to go. Um, because even if you've got something a little bit better than the nothing we've discussed, say like Dogecoin, where you've got Elon Musk who's flogging it all the time, is basically adopted it. I mean, it's still just kind of some. It's just pure entertainment value. Well, this is an entertainment value of like it's even worse than Vegas, I think, because at Vegas they're going to give you alcohol or something to sort of soothe it over. There's just not much to go on here. Give me just 1 second. I need to check on something. Oh, come on. Lost my cursor. This isn't going to take too long. Okay. Sorry about that. So this is gonna. I don't think it's gonna go away, but I think it will be radically transformed. So when the economy does its black swan, however that looks, and all of a sudden there's no more money to be throwing at things that have no backing or basis whatsoever, I think you're going to see the market dry up quite a bit now and very quickly. So one of the reasons why we're let's go back to deck screener. Let's refresh this, see if there's any new ones. There's quite a few. Anyway, one of the reasons why this is happening and why it's accelerating is because it's actually gotten, from a technical point of view, pretty easy to launch a meme coin. And in fact, I want to have a video sometime about whether or not I should start my own meme coin. And what I'm trying to do, what I'm thinking about is, okay, how can I make it so that my meme coin actually has some sort of backing, some sort of basis? Because I don't want to just put money into it for and not have a good reason to think that people are actually going to get something for it. Now, I haven't been able to figure out quite what that something will be. It's probably going to have to still be, with all the cryptocurrencies, something related to intellectual properties, right? Like the NFTs. At least, there was sort of something that was sort of attached to something tangible. But interestingly, the NFTs have kind of they popped, right? And because they became so common, and that's what's going to happen with meme coins too. So I think what we want to do here, sure, meme coins will always be here, especially now that they're so easy to do from a technological point of view. Someone's always going to be doing it. It doesn't cost too much to get into one. um, Look at this guy. 1.4 million. It's only been around for 34 minutes. Let's see what it is. Who knows? Probably not a rug, because it's got all this. You can't see it because it's got it's got the banner. They paid money to anyway. It's just nuts. Um, so can we find something that has some kind of tangible nature to it, even if it is on an intellectual property side? That's I think where we need to go. But now let me talk about maybe some of the kind of wrap it up here. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? There's no reason quite to belabor it. Got to have something tangible, or it's gonna go away. But the irony here is this is not a criticism of cryptocurrencies per se, because well, everything that I've just said right now applies to the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar isn't backed by anything. The full faith and credit of the United States government, right? It's not backed by gold or silver, and in fact, in the past, the government viewed gold and silver as such a threat. They banned gold. They confiscated it. They tried to make sure that it could not be money. But this is the crazy thing. The crypto model, the crypto technology, how do we say it, has been so successful that the U.S. government's going to, all the governments are going to steal that too. And they're trying to find a way to digitize and tokenize the dollar. And they're gonna really blow it. And then everything's just going to go nuts. And I'm on record. I believe that when that happens, any cryptocurrency that is actually any good will be outlawed, like Bitcoin. They're just going to get rid of it, or they'll buy it up so you can't have it. They'll drive the price up so high that people will be so glad that they have it. But you can sell it, but the only buyer is going to be governments. And once it's out of circulation, that's it. It's toast, because they can't have a competitor. They just can't. They can't compete. Governments cannot compete with the private sector on just about anything. So they have to co-opt it. They have to grab onto it and suck out its life, and usually take the worst parts of it, and then you get left with something that they say is good, but it's not really, like healthcare, just as an example. So I think that's about all I wanted to say. The bottom line answer was, it's not going to go away, but it's definitely going to deflate. When is anyone's guess, but it has to. It has to, because just because the national debt eventually has to pop too. These things are actually all tied together, and they're going to rise and fall together as well. In the meantime, I guess let them eat cake. Let's have some fun. If you have ideas on a meme coin for me to make that has some kind of tangibility to it, if that's real world, you let me know in the comments. And please find me on Telegram, find me on X. I'm going to try to start having a little bit more fun, because I'm tired of all this end of the world crap, which is inevitable. But I've done all that I can do about it, and hopefully you have too. So we may as well have a drink. Here's me having a drink, and blow some money on some fake money. Blow some fake money on some fake money. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's it. I'm done. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Get on Telegram and X, but especially Telegram, so I can start having conversations that are even more honest than I'm willing to have here on YouTube. All right, that's it. We're done. Now I'm hunting for my window, my tab again. Got so many tabs open. Here we go. All right, have a good one.